Bharata, once a great king who had renounced his throne for a life of meditation, was reborn. His heart had been pure and fixed on the lotus feet of Narayana, yet at the moment of death, his thoughts were not on the Lord. They were on a helpless little deer he had cared for in the forest. Because of this final attachment, Bharata was born again, not as a human seeker, but as a deer. Yet, he was blessed with a rare gift, the memory of his previous life. Even as a deer, his heart lamented, "What a pitiable state is mine now. I had abandoned all attachments, left my palace and riches, and filled my mind with stories and glories of Narayana. My heart had become a calm lake, reflecting only his divine form. But into this lake fell a stone of worldly affection, the love I developed for a simple deer. That one weakness pulled me away from my path and made me forget even my Lord. Now, instead of reaching liberation, I wander as a deer. Such is the power of attachment. Bharata's reflections became a living lesson. Affection and attachment to worldly beings, even innocent and tender ones, can overpower spiritual resolve. Even the holiest mind can be disturbed when love is not rooted in selflessness. Bharata realized that his compassion for the deer had been mixed with possessiveness and emotional clinging. This was not the pure, universal love of a sage, but a binding cord of attachment. But Bharata was not lost. Though in a deer's body, his soul was still luminous. He resolved, "I must exhaust this birth wisely. I will not forget Narayana again. I will stay near holy places, live among those who constantly remember him, and let my mind regain its attunement to the higher sphere. By thinking of him, by listening to his praises and the conversations about his glory, I will burn away this karma and be free from this earthly bondage." Guided by this resolve, Bharata the deer walked to Shalagrama, a sacred place where many rishis and devotees of the Lord gathered. There, he lived quietly, feeding on the grass of the ashrama and drinking the waters of the river. He listened to the chants of the sages, the stories of Narayana, and the hymns of praise. Though in a deer's form, his heart beat with devotion and his eyes shone with the yearning of a seeker. He avoided the distractions of the forest, stayed away from worldly noise, and placed himself only where holy vibrations flowed. His life as a deer was one of quiet suffering but deep determination. He did not indulge in the instincts of his animal form. Instead, he spent his days remembering the Lord, waiting patiently for the end of this body so he could rise again on the path of freedom. This time, his mind did not waver. At last, the body of the deer fell. Bharata died on the banks of the sacred river at Shalagrama. Freed from the animal form, he rose to his next birth, cleansed of his earlier attachment. This marked the completion of his penance and the renewal of his journey toward liberation.